scrape it up, and then if you want, you can make it up. Take it up, drop it back down so you shake it up. Scrape it up, and then if you want, you can make it up. Take it up, drop it back down so you shake it up. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm gonna pop it till I drop, cause I ain't dropping Miss Daisy. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. I got a boast, I move like a ghost. Give them that Patrick Swayze's. All of them lost, they knew the cost. I chase them down, I'm the boss. Up in a circle, hitting that purple. If that don't work, maybe a perk. Well, Madison High, that is the spot where I get paid every raise. Sign on my checks with a big X, then get up out of my space. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. All of my shit, always legit, it's just what my mama gave me. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. Call it a win, once I begin, I'ma do it for my baby. Running back, watch out cause I'm on the attack. Passing by, it's easy, I'm not gonna lie. Running back, watch out cause I'm on the attack. Passing by, it's easy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I am the one, hot like the sun, winning the races that pay me. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. Hitting the throttle, popping the bottle, pour it on top of like gravy. It's never a cap, winning the snap, and no one got nothing to say. I'm in every place, taking every race, nobody can get in my way. Tapping the brake, first to the take, I never knew how to die. Give all the rest, all of my best, all of that takes running dry. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. You think you know how this will go, don't be so goddamn hasty. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'll see you there, blood in the air, victory's gonna be tasty. Crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Start your engines!
Hello and welcome everyone to upstate New York here at Watkins Glen International, one of the best and most famous road courses in the world, Wesley, not just North America. I am excited though for our first road course of the season here in SSRL in the Truck Series, and I'm going to see how these guys like to do turning right.
Well, it's the first and only road course of the season as well. So the one time that we get to see these boys turn right the whole, what is it, about 26 races? No, there's got to be more than that.
Oh, I think there's more than that.
Yeah, around 30 or 35 races. The one time we get to see him turn right, and we'll can't really pick a better track. I mean, Watkins Glen is just iconic. It's F1's raced here, Indy cars. I mean, NASCAR's been coming here for years. We saw several first-time winners. We've seen the old school guys that like Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson, they used to give us shows. We saw the first Kiwi in the field of Marcus Ambrose. He came up here and absolutely battled Keselowski in the Cup car. And most recently, it's been all about SVG.
Yeah, Marcus Ambrose is someone when I look back on and I'm like, dude, that guy was so fun to watch as a little kid. Then he just kind of fizzled out of the sport, and then SVG obviously carrying on the legacy of Marcus, who, like you said, beat Brad Keselowski. But let's look at the Spartan Leagues, or in the Truck Series standings here for the Appalachian Chillbilly Truck Series, Wesley, and I think Blair Holloman, he's got to be getting close to locking this thing up here in the next few weeks. I mean, he's racing tonight, only 20 trucks tonight. Heath Snyder, you just basically keep Heath behind you, and he's got this locked up.
I mean, anytime he finishes above Heath Snyder, that's just extra points in the championship his way. And with how little it is in the season, I'd say if he keeps him behind him for maybe only 2-3 more races, he's basically got it locked up. Heath Snyder also looking to overtake Michael Tucker, along with probably Kyle Westwood after this race. Maybe Drew Pearl can do it. So Tucker, who took a wild after he got, after having been told to leave the league due to the iRating cap, took him a while to lose the lead. Now he's got 3 guys potentially tonight that can push him all the way down to 5th.
Yeah, and going into that, Wesley, keys to tonight's race, managing the heavy braking zones without destroying them front tires. I'm not really a road course driver, and it's fun to do, but it's hard to do. This is a very different thing from the oval, so we're going to see these guys out here doing a bit more different things in their craft. So that's key number 1 tonight.
Yeah, key number 2, maximizing exit speed through the long acceleration zones. And I think he probably said it the best last night during the Masters race, Joe. He called this a momentum-based road course, and it really is. If you've got a bad corner, say turn 1 or into the bus stop, it's going to be a long time for you to get that back, especially with the S's going up the hill towards the bus stop and then the carousel before the short chute down to the final couple turns.
Without a doubt, Wesley. And last but certainly not least, staying disciplined through the bus stop and the S's, like you just mentioned. That place is tricky. And like I think the most important corners, though, aside from those, don't get yourself in trouble, is turns 1 and the carousel. Like you just mentioned, getting those big runs and keeping the momentum up. But before we get to the grid of the race tonight, let's go ahead and get to our national anthem here, and then we're going to get to our starting grid.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
The nighttime is the right time. Remember what I told all my drivers? Reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time. Drivers, start your engines!
We are back from our national anthem here at Watkins Glen, up in New York City, or not New York City, but New York State. And let's look at the starting grid for tonight's race. Starting on the pole, Jake O. Phillips, and man, that is 5/10, almost 5/10 clear of Christian Strader, who will start in P2. third place back in row 2. Blair Holloman will start third, and Joseph DuPont in fourth. Fifth will be Tyler Cheney. Sixth will be Dakota Ramsell. Seventh will be Lilith Peters. Jordan Salos will start in eighth. And rounding out the top 10 tonight, Robert Lewis in ninth, and Kyle Westwood in 10th, excuse me.
Going back to the 6th row, we got Garrett Streets in 11th, just outside Tyler Rouse in 12th. 13th, we have Garrett Johnston, and 14th, we have Colton Gardner. 15th, we have Andrew Nagy with Jacob Barker in 16th. 17th, Jeremy Clapper Newell. 18th, Jared Hayes. And then rounding out your field on the 10th row, James Staples and Noah Walters.
And those are our 20 starters for tonight's race. It's going to be an interesting one to Wesley. First road course race of the year. And like you said and mentioned before the race started, or it's not quite started, but so the cars started rolling, is this is the only one of the year. So you're going to see who has the skill sets of turning right tonight and who has that SVG in them that we saw on Sunday.
Yeah, and I think we also are missing a big thing. It's a long warm-up lap. Let's go ahead, probably give everybody our picks.
Yeah, that's a very good point, Wes. Let's go ahead and give ourselves our picks. And I'm drawing a blank right now on who I picked for my pick. Oh my gosh. Blair Holloman. Oh my gosh, I drew an entire blank. I am sorry, Blair. But I think he's going to get it done tonight. If not done, he's going to have a good run either way. So Blair is going to be my pick in the 32. And Wesley, who you got?
I went with last week's winner, Jaco Phillips. He was absolutely like a madman flying up through the field. Also was watching a little bit of the McConey special event that they had going on last week where he absolutely dominated around here in the Ucker car. He also came into stream chat beforehand and asked, should I just start at the back to get the full SVG effect? And I was like, don't do a Texas repeat, man. Keep it up there on pole and just fly away from them.
Hey, Kobe, who you got?
Well, since Wesley went ahead and took Jake, I had to go with my second choice. Thank you very much. And that was Tyler Cheney, being the second fastest Toyota out there tonight. So good luck, Cheney. I'm rooting for you, buddy. Over to you guys, and good luck with your call.
Thank you, Kobe. Kobe doing a great job behind the broadcast booth. But tonight, we're going to see these guys turns left and right tonight. Jaco Phillips on the pole, Strader on his outside. Blair Holloman, Joseph DuPont, the front two rows. Who is going to win in upstate New York? We're about to find out. Flagman has the green flag in hand. And we are green. Green, 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 green.
Oh, Engage, it seems like you've got somebody mad.
I picked him. As we look at the battle for the race lead, Jaco Phillips thought it'd be an easy one into turn one. Christian Strader has other ideas, rounding outside for the race lead on lap one.
Turn one, I mean, you've got such a wide bit of runoff there that you can kind of throw it in there too wide, maybe even 3 wide if you've got enough confidence in yourself and make the move around the outside. Strader absolutely did that. Now it's down into the bus stop. Heavy braking zone.
Look at Ramsdell making a move on Cheney up to 5th. So Cheney slotting back to the outside the top 5. Ramsdell up into the top 5.
I also do want to say there's no full course yellows like we've seen here. So unless the whole field wrecks out and blocks up the track, there won't be a caution. There is a random caution that might happen due to total incident points.
Oh, Kyle Westwood in the back.
Way around in the short chute.
Big damage. That is a lot of damage, and that is night over for Kyle Westwood, and we were down to 19 starters. Christian Strader's had an issue on track, too. I saw him. Yeah, Christian Strader. Or is that Kyle Westwood as the meatball? Or Kyle Westwood, that is unfortunate. Looks like he just got loose. I don't think he got any help.
Yeah, it's spinning tires up there on the runoff.
On out, the race leader. I saw it on the pylon, Wesley. Sorry, but wow. That's a really
the truck's
odd
clean.
Spot. But the tires
truck is
shot.
clean.
That's just a really weird spot to spin out. Whoa, and Cheney has a big moment off the S's.
I'd say it's a weird spot to spin out, but we saw so much of that last night with the Master Series where people are just misjudging the brake points. They're wheel hopping. They might downshift 1 too many gears. Throw into first gear, and at that point, you're just along for the ride. Anything's going to go around on you.
Oh man, that is such a shame for sure. I mean, he will cut his way through this field. That'll be something fun to watch, is watching the 07 cut his way, carve his way through the field. As chat has, thankfully, Sophie's actually allowed me to make that mistake of forgetting player was my pick for a second there. But and we have more cars wide. Tyler Rouse wide in that corner as well, where Strader spun. So a treacherous corner on the first 2 laps of this race, Wesley.
And it's honestly kind of a weird corner because of the fact that you can carry a lot of speed in there, and you've got the runoff on the other side. In fact, I think a lot of people, they actually run over the rumble strips in the, whoa, hold on to it there, DuPont, sideways through the S's. But that turn 7 corner, you carry a lot of speed, and it also sets you up. You can set up a move into the final corner based off of it. So you want to attack it, but it's just so easy to mess up. You brake too late, you wheel hop, you brake too hard, and something could happen. Watkins Glen, if something could happen, it probably will.
Yeah, this track's it's not the most tricky road course for sure, but with how fast it is, I mean, the slightest slip up and you're probably going around. And that's probably, you're right, probably turn 6, I believe that is the hardest corner probably on the racetrack. It's just very awkward and doesn't flow like a lot of the rest of the track does. This is another hard corner though. I mean, hard to get right, I think, to get that drive off the front stretch. The final corner, turn 7. That's a tricky one, Wesley, where I mean, you can go a little wide, hit the wall, or you're just not pushing it enough and you don't get that runoff.
As we see Cheney blinking once again, like we saw at Texas. I don't know what's wrong with it, because after that we were in a practice session together, and he was just fine, like everybody said he was. But here, we thought about a battle through the S's between Streets and, or not Streets, Johnston and Sailors.
Probably the best thing not to do that through the S's. Very tricky to go 2 by 2. And look at Ramsell, that's a much tighter line than Cheney. I mean, he holds those curves a lot tighter. That's what you're supposed to do through that portion of the racetrack. In the carousel, there's a lot of different avenues of how you can run through it. Not much different, but a little wider entry, a little bit more diving into the corner, getting drives off. The carousel is a kind of more of an oval-esque corner. As Cheney goes wide here, he missed the corner. Lilith Peter's going to scoot on by the left side.
Cheney might be able to hold on the inside. No, Peter's going to power around the outside. Little wall tap.
Gonna be 2 by 2, maybe into turn 1. Johnston with a slide back there in 7. Cheney's going to peek to the inside into 1. He's going to let her go.
He's just going to back out and follow through.
Chat was very quick to figure out that Cheney was blinking tonight. They caught it before us up here in the broadcast booth. Robert Lewis in the top 10 early tonight. He's trying to hold off. Garrett Streets, though, in the 68. Or he just made that pass on Garrett, actually. I think he did. Either way, great S's for the 14. He kind of pulls a bit away from that Silverado behind him. Colton Gardner behind the pair. And a purple truck tonight for Colton Gardner. A bit of a different look for the 40 truck.
It's a very good-looking truck. It's that Form Energy ride. It's absolutely sleek. He actually made the paint kind of look like what the cans do.
It's nice looking truck. I mean, it's just very different, but I liked it. I like purple trucks. They can do that. They can be purple race cars can be done pretty well. And behind that, in that bus stop, you saw Tyler Rouse go in through the grass, cut a little bit of grass off the racetrack. Look behind this group. Christian Schrader spun out, went all the way bound to, I believe, 18th, 19th, and he is already up to 13th, tracking these guys down. Trying to get back up into the top 10. You can see it already, but I mean, an insurmountable gap unless a caution comes out for the win, or the 77 has an issue. So I think that's the car he has to fight tonight.
Everything tonight is about keeping it clean. Like, we talk about mental mistakes on ovals. That's typically around like pit road or going for a gap that's just not there and closes up real quick. Here it's mental mistake could be around any corner, not just because you're trying to make a move on somebody, but driving too much out of your mirror. You want to focus fully forward. If you have a spotter, put full trust in them.
Yeah, don't overthink here. When you start overthinking at road courses, that's when trouble happens. When you just want to be in an ebb and a flow, when you start knocking off lap times and just knocking off corners like they're all the same, that's when you really start to go fast, and you won't make mistakes like that. When you really are trying is when you over push the car. As Christian Schrader looking to the inside back there for Tyler Rouse.
Evan said that he spent the most time in practice on Strader's truck.
He's got a long ways to
See
go.
how
but,
far
I
he can
mean,
push it.
man, I mean, he did take the lead too. That's what's so unfortunate. Like, he has a great race start. Pulled away a little bit on that opening lap, and then obviously it's the spin, unfortunately. But
Yeah, it was
I
a
don't-
great move through one.
Yeah, you can do that a lot through turn one, as long as this guy on the inside plays nice with you and doesn't door hip check you or anything like that. The outside lane can kind of carry momentum up through the S's, and you can kind of just pinch them down and hope they bail. Yes, here's another battle. Cheney has caught back up to the 0-1. Maybe she pushed a little early. Cheney. Oh, caught around. Jacob Barker in the S's.
Parker.
Dangerous spot on the track to be around. Jacob Barker gets it rolling. Let's take a look at it. A bit of a odd. Yeah, I figured there's contact. Nagy in the 5. Good job keeping it off the wall.
Locks
there
it
for
down,
Jacob.
keeps it off the wall.
That
That's
was a great
really well done.
Yeah, I mean, let's watch it here. See if there's anything leading up to this, or it's just incidental contact. Oh yeah, he just hits the curb. Just a really shallow
just
entrance.
incidental contact.
Yeah. Just kind of a too shallow entrance into the sweeping right of the first S of the S's, and got into the 5s right rear quarter panel. Unfortunate for Jacob Barker, going to set him back down to 18th, just ahead of Noah Walters in the 50. Already 42 seconds off the race lead is the 50 car of Walters.
S's have
then-
0 downforce in the truck.
That is, I've never even raced the truck or seen the truck here, so this is all new for me, Wesley. I've not had any laps or accustomed to any laps in iRacing on the truck, so at Watkins Glen, anyways. So,
And Cheney,
it
he
is-
kind of showed Peters his nose there into the bus stop. I don't know if you noticed. Might be trying to spook her into a mistake.
Oh, that's something you can do with these road courses. Just poke your nose to the inside, especially if you're really close. He's not close enough here, or she would probably be spooked unless it was like the last lap or something. But I mean, that's something you can do to spook people. And look at the battle for second. It's no longer Blair Holloman in the second position because Joseph DuPont and the 87's moved up a spot, and he's put a second, almost over a second on these guys. And he's
Yeah, the
actually
87.
keeping-
I mean,
keeping it
he
even.
he,
with
he
the lead.
pushed it through the S's. We've seen his car snap every now and then.
That's his fast truck, but it's a handful, it looks like. Blair Holloman probably just thinking of a... Yeah, I mean, it's just a tough racetrack, and you're going to watch it. Let's watch the pass for P2 with DuPont and Holloman. I'm assuming a mistake or just a really good carousel. Bit of both.
Holloman trips up and DuPont just puts his nose in there.
Yeah, I don't think like a terrible mistake from Holloman, but just a great corner as well for DuPont, but it's not over with. They're going to actually... I don't know, Blair gave it up there. Probably the smart move.
Yeah, Blair, really no reason to fight. His championship rival, Snyder, actually not even in the race. So
Probably not
this
a
is just
fan of
good
road
points
course.
for him to increase that lead.
Oh, yeah. And with that, he actually might lock up the title to next week. Probably, if I had to guess. Because we have 4 races after this. I think 4 or 5 max. Let me double check. I believe it's 4 or 5.
as well.
Yeah, you double check it. But I believe, I mean, he had a 130 something point gap already to him. He's gonna add. I mean, even if he DNFs here, he'll add another.
Actually, we'd only be down to 3 races left after this.
Wow. Okay. Well, it's locked up then after tonight. I think that's completely fair, is it not?
I'm not 100% sure. I'm not quite sure what the maximum points you can get is.
I would be interested to know, because I mean, if this is the night where he's champion, it'd be great to celebrate and tell him that. I'm sure he would. He probably knows exactly how many points there are, but it'd be nice to see if we could figure that out. I think, I mean, 3 races and he'll be 160 something clear. I don't think that we go up to like 70 points for the win or anything. So
Maximum
we don't have
amount
to
of points you can get is 64 points. So he could lock it up after tonight.
Yeah. So this could be. I mean, a top 5 I think would definitely lock it up.
He
And
just needs to be 192 above to do it.
Yeah, so maybe not lock it up. Yeah, he can lock it up tonight. He can do it. But the question, I mean, I'd say it's locked up, but it's not officially locked up. You know what I mean? But either way, great for Blair Hotland. Takes a little bit more stress off the shoulders, which he's been cool. Oh, and just talking about him a few laps ago, Colton Gardner. Right front damage on his 40
left
truck.
side. Or, yeah, right side. Wait a second. Which is my left? Which is my right?
That's okay, Wesley. Not a huge deal. What's your right or left? Just don't do that while actually driving a car on the track. Or in real life, especially. Don't do that. Let's take a look at what happened to Jacob. This car's already broke.
He's already damaged there. So maybe in that bus stop, maybe got too close to the wall
that thing is
entering
destroyed. Holy. That's a better idea.
no.
Destroyed.
No right front fender.
Oh, here we go. I'm assuming the bus stop. Let's take a look at it. He's running, I believe, in like 11th or 12th here. When this incident happens, he's going to be...
Oh,
wow.
Car snapped under brake and turned.
Wow. That's a bit of an odd one. It's a really weird part of the... Let's take a look at it. That's a weird spot to lock the rears like that. Just gets on the brakes there. Wow, that's wild. That's a weird... Did he downshift there? Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Never mind. Probably just a bit too early. It's easy to do that, Wesley. I mean, you're just in a groove and you grab an extra gear in an accident down and it just loops on you. And that was just, unfortunately for him, the worst possible spot in the bus stop for it to loop on him. Dakota Wentzel, though, I think he'll have a bit of a fight going on here with Lilith Peters here in a few laps.
Yeah, they're also closing in on Blair Holloman for third. So 4-way fight for third, maybe about 2-3 laps.
I think this fight for fourth is going to heat up right now. She's on the back bumper of Ramsdale. And Cheney's not too far behind this. He's still in the picture. Johnson's 4 seconds behind this group of cars. How does she get up to... Oh, Holloman, he's way wide. I think a little wider.
Everybody's running out that wide.
That's crazy. Sometimes it's nice to stay
That's the
tighter.
normal line.
Is it?
That's what I think is the normal line. People going all the way out to that wall and then kind of straightening up the entry for the second turn to get a better run up through the S's.
You might be right, yeah. I'm assuming that's not an off track then tonight.
No, it's not.
Then it's definitely the normal line. He better pick it up. Sophie in chat telling Blair to hurry up and get going. He's still in third. He's having a good run. We're gonna have to do some more math. Figure out what a third place, if he's able to finish third tonight, how many points that is.
I'm sorry.
What?
My dad sent me a text.
Lilith Peters, she's gonna get him. Sorry.
Oh, no, nothing. Peters, like you said, made a move to the inside. Didn't go through with it. Now the 54 Cheney's right there. 3 cars under a blanket up the S's.
And side by side through the S's. Here comes Peters and Cheney, but Cheney just goes way wide in that second corner.
I think he did more than just go wide. He backed it up a little bit. He knew he was going to possibly get squeezed into that wall and railing.
I think he did tap the wall. Those little glove taps to the wall as he's blinking out of existence. That was a really good bus stop from Cheney. Really tight to the curbs. And Dakota Wentzel, he's really wide in the carousel. Really wide in the carousel there.
Really wide. Looked like
That's
how DuPont got around Holloman.
And look at Peters. She'll squeak right on by. Trying not to bring Cheney with her.
Cheney, instead, he's going to poke to the inside.
Oh, it's going to be tight through that corner. Already seen some incidents tonight there. It's going to be a tight turn 7.
Ramsdell might
Cheney.
back it off and just let
Good
him
job,
have it.
Cheney.
54 for the spot.
Great job not getting that into that outside wall, panicking, over braking, under braking. That's a great job from Cheney on the outside there. That's really tough. But now you got to tell me what you were giggling about a lot prior.
My dad, he really will pick at my commentary and for broadcast. And there's one phrase he notices I say a lot, which is "as well," and said he's gonna start fining me a dollar every time he hears it.
Oh, Cheney in the grass! Whoa!
Ramsdale, I mean, it didn't do too much for him or harm towards him.
Ooh,
Able
that
to
just
keep the
scared
spot.
me.
Ramsdale didn't get it, and he's still got a pretty decent run through the bus stop.
I thought he was right. I was so odd. I was just like really late on the front stretch or on the back straightaway, just in the grass. All of a sudden, saw him sideways. But yeah, you're right. He didn't really lose all that much from it. I don't think you say as well that much. Well, I mean,
Oh, I fully do. I'll
maybe I
say
just
it,
don't
and
notice
then I
it.
will just like go, "You need to stop."
as well. Make that on the put that on whatever.
Gage,
if we
you
do
might
some
want to
big
be
race-
careful. It'll start finding you.
No. I there's probably some things. It's the Midwestern thing. I'm from the Midwest. He's from the South, aren't you? You're from Carolinas. So, unless I believe so.
Okay, Gage, I got a question. Is Ohio Midwestern?
No. I don't
mean,
think
he
so.
is part of the chat. He'll be in the chat every now and then. He's said it several times in the chat through broadcasts.
I don't know. That's not, I don't know. Like Indiana's Midwestern, like Kansas, Iowa, Illinois, not Michigan. That's not Midwestern.
No, Michigan
Kentucky.
is its own thing. It needs to stay up there.
Yeah, you keep that state away from me. That weird little state. Split in half. Such a weird little state. Not like Indiana. Okay. You know?
But all this side
glorious.
commentary aside, Phillips, he's put it out to over 10 seconds. Holloman, he's got a little bit of a buffer to Peters, just based on what we can see with the timing pile on.
Yeah, Phillips is gone. I think he'll lap up to the top 5 tonight. Top 7. He'll lap up to the top 7. See this? I've lived in Indy. I'm 19, so I've lived in Indiana my whole life, and I've born here, and I love my state. So proud Hoosier.
There it is.
We
Dad
say
just
it
confirmed
here.
Ohio's Midwestern.
No, it might be. It might be.
It's definitely
It's
not
like-
Southern, and I wouldn't consider
Oh
it part
no,
of
it's not Southern. It's
New
not
England.
Southern at all. Yeah, I thought it was kind of like its own thing. Like Pennsylvania is not really part of New England.
No, Ohio is its own entity.
It really is, like in Ohio, you know. I'm done.
Get into the real deep discussions here.
About we should just do a poll in in the Discord and in the chat of if Ohio is a Midwestern state.
What geographical location is Ohio?
Is it just Ohio? These are the questions people want to know. And Tyler Cheney would like to know when he can get by Lilith Peters. Oh, that's tight. Almost to the wall for Lilith Peters. Cheney putting the
Ooh,
pressure.
Rouse crash.
Ooh, Tyler Rouse crash?
Yeah, lit up a couple of times, it seems.
See what happened here.
Is it turn 7 again?
Oh, same.
Yep,
Yeah,
there
wow.
it goes.
That was
Went
a lot
around on him.
earlier in the corner. Oh, save it. Ah. Oh, he did a
Oh,
better
saved
job
it.
than Schrader, actually.
Speaking
I
of
call it
Strader, back into top, Strader into 7th.
Yeah, he's flying. Ohio is hell. Yeah, the Great Lakes
they
are
do-
Midwest, for sure. But Michigan, I don't feel is very Midwest. It just doesn't have the same feel as the rest of the Midwest.
Hey,
Same,
as
like-
bad as Ohio is, they've got some good hot dogs and pizza up there.
Hot dogs and pizza.
What? Especially around Youngstown.
I've never heard of. It's pop. Okay, it's not soda. We're all wrong again. It's pop. I don't think I've ever called it soda. Soft drink. Okay, Kobe's over here saying soft drink. I like that more than soda. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a soda. It's a soda.
Oh, I call it pop. I don't think I ever call it. You know, there's people that call like all pops colas. That makes me angry.
Not
I don't know
colas,
who does
but Coke
that.
specifically. Down
Yeah,
here,
like why?
they refer to almost everything as a Coke.
Like Mountain Dew ain't a guy.
It's to be part of
Coke.
Canada.
Yeah, they can take that state, low key. We can trade it out for what's that one province? It's got all the oil. Alberta. We'll take that one. We'll trade.
Hey, oil.
Oh, we love it. Pop in the Midwest. Yeah, we love calling it soda pop. That's just not right. Like soda pop, that's just you can't mix them.
That's just wrong.
Yeah, you can. That's like two things. That's like the South and the North. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're two very different things. We're lost in the weeds here. Jacob Phillips is not lost. Oh my God, he is flying, man. He is cutting it up. He's not letting it kind of cruise either. He is proving a point tonight.
Yeah, it's a sundry drive for him essentially, but not in the sense of he's taking it easy. He's absolutely flying. Pretty sure that thing might be able to outdrag a dragster.
Yeah, he's doing an amazing job. 11 seconds, almost 12, clear of DuPont, who I think is actually pretty good through the carousel. He actually gains a lot, but everywhere else, I think, especially through the bus stop, is really where I think the 77 is unmatched. Much like we saw on Sunday. I mean, just the bus stop. If you can do it better than everyone, it's just such a important corner.
Everybody realizing there's still a race going on.
There's a race. Well, there's not much of a race for the lead, unless the 77 gives himself a drive-through. That'd be the only way.
We still have pit stops to do.
Yes, true. This is true. He could speed, which that would be a drive-through. So we're not quite halfway. We're about into the fuel window here in a few laps, right? Like 28 laps is the most they can go on fuel. So here in a few laps.
So only one stop expected.
Tire wear probably pretty big here tonight with the fall off. So yeah, chat's in a war zone tonight. Like everyone's arguing about soda pop and pizza and me forgetting who I picked. Like chat's a war zone tonight.
Now, here's the big question: is it a casserole or a hot dish?
What did you just say? Okay, casserole or a hot dish for what?
The U.S. versus Minnesota. They will call a casserole dish instead.
Hot dish?
There's so many different things based off of your geographical area about how you call things.
It is going by pretty fast. Noah Walter's about to go a second lap down. Jacob Barker, James Staples, among others. This could be where we see an incident happen, Wesley. These slow cars trying to get out of the way. This could be where it gets kind of dicey for the 77. I don't think it will. I think these guys will get well out of the way, but, you know, miscommunication
They'll be smart
happened.
with it. Not miscommunication, but somebody trying to get out of the way and the truck's just upset and doesn't handle it right. Especially if they're going into like a braking zone and they try to move out of his way. Truck can just snap, and next thing you know, they're around. The 77 might be collected. But I don't think the 77 is going to get caught up in anything that's not going to be anywhere close to being intentional, but most likely accidental.
Oh, 100% accidental. A hoagie versus sub. I accept both, but like a sub is what I usually call it. But like I understand people calling it a hoagie. I can agree with this one. But I don't think I ever call it a hoagie, though, so.
To be a hoagie, it has to have very specific toppings for me. Otherwise, it is just a sub.
What would specify a hoagie then?
So a hoagie to me, it's got to have like full leaf romaine lettuce. It's got to have some good thick cut tomato, some onion on it, and the deli meat. Everything on it's cold. Cold deli meat, cold cheese. A sub, like I'm expecting like hot meat, hot veggies, probably toasted. Hoagie, like sauce wise, just mayo. On a sub, you can put, I mean, like mayo, chipotle, aioli, and stuff like that.
I am lost. That was a lot of information for a sub hoagie. Do you have these conversations of subs and hoagies a lot, Wesley?
I've actually had conversations like this at work, like how ketchup and salsa are basically the same thing.
Oh my god, what?
When you break it down to what makes up both, they are the exact same thing. Tomato, vinegar, and spices.
Yeah, but there's other vegetables, as we have pit stops here, Wesley. Dakota Wentzel being the first to bite. With 30 laps to go. A little early.
Yes, sir.
Shut up. I can't.
Yes, Sophie, that's what I'm saying. A hoagie is cold, a sub is more hot.
I made my whole day. I made my whole entire day. Thank you, John. Thank you. That is awesome. I can't, dude. Oh my gosh. My gap's actually gone down a little bit. I think this traffic slowed down Phillips a little bit. It's down to actually 11.3 seconds. It was like 12 seconds. And there's a lot of tire marks right there. Off of one, Wesley. Did you see that?
Yeah, and I think somebody might have hit the apron there. Or not the apron, but rather the
100%.
rumble strips. And just upset their car, and they went spinning around. Though I didn't see anybody say they wrecked it. So no harm, no foul. Everybody keeps driving.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing that there. So that must have happened recently, if I had to guess. But yeah, no harm, no foul at the end of the day. As well, battle for third. Tyler Cheney just got by Blair Holloman.
Holloman's not letting him go. Still right there on the rear. Now Cheney's just got to keep it nice and tidy through the carousel, which Holloman, that's how he led up second to DuPont.
So this is the question, though, Wesley. I want to pit before Cheney, though, by a lap or so. Go ahead and undercut him and then rehab track position. Look at it. Yeah, it just goes wide in the S's. More tidy line through the S's for Cheney. He's going to have the draft, the run on the backstretch.
Yeah, Holloman went wide, and you saw the wiggle out of turn two, which let Cheney just get right to the rear of him, then absolutely send into the bus stop. Truck's about to take flight. I think I see all four tires off the ground every now and then.
Yeah, and he took a pretty conservative.
Now everybody coming down pit road. Peters down.
Now, Lilith Peters is down pit road. The 01 having a pretty solid day. She's going to undercut those guys in front of her, so trying to make a top 5 day, maybe a podium day at the end of the day. Devin Lockridge Motorsport Machine. As the gap's kind of just stabilized, I think, at 11.6. I think he might be doing the SVG thing of just kind of saving his stuff, not over pushing.
He's also still got traffic right in front of him. Walters went to the pit, so he's back in front of the 77 of Jaco Phillips. And I think you're right with traffic maybe being a cause for some of the time loss, because there's definitely places they can make it easy for you to get around them. But there are points on this track where the best thing you can do is just follow behind another truck, and they can be miles slower than you and just hold you up.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it is very frustrating when a slow car holds you up on an oval, but it's here too, because like it's a lot easier to wreck when you're behind a slow car here, because it's a big time difference, especially when you're the leader. So it gets pretty frustrating if you're the leader with the lap traffic, but I mean, they've seemed very good tonight. No. The undercut's not an F1 term. That's a racing term.
I mean, NASCAR definitely does say short pit versus long pit, but they've been saying undercut a lot more, Dad. It is a racing all-around term, not just F1.
I mean, F1, they can't say anything but their fancy ones because, you know, they're all stuck up. But, like IndyCar says undercut and short pit. Like, I think they say undercut more, but I think undercut sounds more fun. But, you know.
Well, we saw Johnston just did his service.
he's out for blood tonight.
Yeah, that's one thing he doesn't like is everything going to these technical terms.
But that's not even that bad.
This is a guy that worked on NASCAR in the 90s, so
I don't know. Undercut, that's not a bad one. Short pit, undercut, I like them both. Since the 80s. Well, that's my dad was born in 80, so he probably has the knowledge on me, I'm not gonna lie. But we have pit stops, Blair Holloman down pit road, and before Tyler Cheney. So that'll be interesting there for Holloman to have a lap at least. More fresher tires to get a gap formed. Christian Strader right ahead of him, or now behind him, getting service to his race car.
Strader, he's gonna follow Blair right out. Maybe like 2 seconds between the two as they exit. So
yeah,
he's got a good amount through this field.
Yeah, Peters is in 7th. She has
and leaders down on the pit road.
So Jake O'Phillips down pit road in the 77. If Joseph
Cheney
DuPont
responds
does,
as well next lap to Holloman.
I think he'll still lead the lap even down pit road. Which is crazy. Actually, DuPont?
Whole
why
top
is the
3.
gap so short? It might just be a timing thing. I was like, why is he only 3 seconds back? Yeah, but the whole field comes down pit road here, or at least the major front runners. I think Jordan Sailor's in 4th comes down back there, I believe so. And a good, clean 14.5 second pit stop of the trucks is pretty decent, pretty tidy. Quicker than Joseph DuPont, the man who's in 2nd. I can agree with that 100%, John. Loose and tight. I'm not a big understeer, oversteer kind of guy. I don't like that. I don't think it sounds as cool either.
No. And it's just simplified, like oversteer, what does that mean? Well, the car is loose. Understeer, what is that? Car's tight.
I'm with John on this one. He's right on this one. I'm all for it. we got him going tonight about Ohio, understeer, undercut. All the unders. Midwestern things. As Nagy's down pit road, Jeremy Noel off pit road. If there was collision, there would have been a spun out race car.
And
Tyler Rouse,
I think, is the only one not yet. Rouse and Staples both the only two not to go onto pit road yet.
Probably some insurance on the fuel. And I mean, there's not, unless a yellow comes out, which does not look likely. Not really much you could play with the strategy, really. Pitting within 5 laps of when you can pit, so not too much you can do on strategy, but I like Lilith Peters here. She's jumped Cheney and Holloman, and Cheney's jump actually is ahead of Blair, even after.
He was already ahead of Blair.
Yeah, but Blair hit before him, and he still didn't get by him, so that's actually quite impressive from Cheney. He'll have a lap fresher tires and track position, so...
I was about to say, he's going to have fresher tires over Blair, and already ahead of him means that gap should kind of grow between the two. He's also got, I think it's 2 laps fresher than Lilith Peters. No, 3 laps fresher than Lilith Peters.
And he's right on the back bumper back there.
Down.
And he's not too far back from DuPont. I mean, they have even tires, so I think Cheney's on set here to finish 2nd if he can really put the hammer down and run down the 87, but there's traffic all over the place, and he's still got to get by the 01 of Peters.
And you can see DuPont right there going into 7 as they're just now coming where the boot would have exited back onto the normal track. As Parker way wide through turn 7. Not going to ruin these two right now.
He's just going to get way out of the way. He will get kind of compromised, though, from Jared Hayes back there. But he's also trying to get out of the way of Blair Holloman, who's trying to get through the traffic. But here comes Cheney. Down into turn 1, down the hill. He's got to make quick work of this, and they both go pretty wide, but Lilith Peters way wide. They'll stay side by side. Never mind. Clear. Good pass and a quick one, Wesley. What's he needs to do? Exactly right there to run down the 87 of DuPont. Plenty of time. I mean, 24 to go. That time by. We have plenty of time.
Johnston on Ramsdale.
It's a battle for 7th. Strader has made his way in the top 5, so don't look at Strader to maybe go and battle for P2 as well. He's been so fast tonight. Could have been for Christian Strader tonight. He'll actually have tires that aren't spun out for a whole run. He's actually passed Blair Holloman in 6th, so Blair down to 6th after running 3rd for a majority of the early portions of this race. Lost that spot to Cheney. And he's lost it to Peters and Straters now. I think Dakota, he just had a lot more. He put really early. And it didn't even get him really any track position. I think it actually hurt him in track position.
I think so. He came out in traffic when he exited pit, so not able to quite use those fresh tires the way he probably would have wanted.
Yeah, it's very disappointing if you're him. I mean, he's on what, 3 lap older tires than Johnston behind him, and he's barely ahead of him. So definitely not the outcome he was looking for. Either way, I think this is one more great run for Dakota Ramsdale. Just a solid top 10. I know he missed last week.
Oh, a massive moment through the bus stop.
Almost spun her, but kept her straight. Thank God the grass doesn't dig in here in iRacing. Otherwise, that truck would have been destroyed. He didn't even lose any time, which is the crazy thing.
No, he didn't. It really was that second turn, that first of the left-handers. Hit that inside curb in a little bit and just sent him out. Though, like you said, kept it straight.
Yeah, did a good job not spinning out or having an issue like we saw Colton Gardner do on the entrance of the bus stop earlier today. So, did a good job keeping it straight there as whoa, Noah Walters, who's been well off the pace today.
Massive damage to the left front.
Yeah. I'm assuming through the bus stop. Probably the most treacherous part of the racetrack as Noel is coming up on him, but I don't think he'll catch him quite before he gets to pit road. We're going to take a look at what happened here. The 50 truck of Noah Walters just trying to get a good day out of today. A lot of guys missing today, not liking the road course, trying to get a good finish. Oh, he spun out of the S's. Oh, wow. That's
what a solid lick.
About where we saw William Byron and Brad Keselowski on top of each other right there, about where he hit. A few years back. And he realized that truck does not turn as well. It's a shame for Noah. Having a decent day. Keeping the truck clean. And looky here. Cheney he's running down DuPont. Look at him, he's pushing it.
He is, but look right there in the back of the scene. You've got Strader, he's to the rear of Peters.
Everyone's kind of converging here with a little over 20 laps to go. 21 to go when they cross the stripe that time. It's going to be 20 when they cross it again. Gardner gets way out of the way. He's back on the racetrack, probably trying to grab a spot from Walters in 18th, who just had an incident. Peters, man, she is at a tire deficit here. She got the track position she needed, but it seems like tires just mean a lot more.
I think they do, and Strader, he's got about, well, it's only a 2-lap difference, but he's also got a big, mean, fast truck all night.
Yeah, he's been super fast tonight. He will get to Cheney and DuPont before this is over. And here he comes, straighter to the inside of Peters, and I don't think she'll fight the teammate too hard into one. No, she'll give it up. And now, I mean, look at the lap times, Wesley. He was about, whoa, battle for P2. Cheney to the inside of the pot, and he'll slide by. That happened quick. And Cheney's going to set sail and hope DuPont holds up the 18 or the 07. And DuPont's going to try and keep pace with the 54, try to learn a few things. Cheney may be wishing the 77 would have a mechanical issue if those were a thing in iRacing.
I like what Cheney does right there in the carousel. He kind of diamonds it off, gets a good straight run on exit.
That's a very good job there.
I agree with you. I think DuPont probably has the best carousel all around. He's still able to gain all through it, and then here in the final two turns, you see him kind of inch closer. But Cheney, we talked about it in the pre-race, the drive off is more what matters, and he's able to get that acceleration.
He's pushing it there. I mean, look at the rears. They're sideways off of the final corner. And I was mentioning that before we saw the pass for a second. I mean, Strader's was like 20 seconds back from Phillips. When the pit cycle started, he's now 18. He's gaining. I mean, really what could have been tonight, Wesley, if he did spin out. I think it would have been a fun fight for the win between those two. Gonna be a fun time, though. Yeah, Cheney, he can be a little aggressive sometimes.
And he's been working on that as well, Dad. That he knows that's what he needs. He's fast. I've racing with the guy for the past 3 years. He's quick. He's got speed. But yeah, he definitely needs patience and to keep some anger inside of him.
Oh, caution out. Caution
and that's
out.
the incident limit. We knew it was going to fly randomly throughout the race. Just didn't know when, but here it is. About
and
18
Jeremy
to go.
Well, we'll get the free pass. So we'll have 13 trucks on the lead lap. And that changes everything. Yeah, oh boy is right. So, Wesley, what do we do? Obviously, we're going to come down and take tires. But, I mean, if
I'd
you're
say
Cheney
everybody's
or
in to
DuPont,
take tires.
do you kind of just give the bumper to the 77 into one and just say, hey, I mean, there's no other way to beat him, probably.
I was about to say, do you have that loaded up, Kobe? All right, and I know a little bit more about this than you do, Gage, so I'll give an introduction. There is a little bit of a blend of leagues that is going on behind the scenes. We're going to have a little promo video for you here that Kobe has put together for us. It's called the Fusion 400, and I'll just let it explain to you. All right, welcome back. And that little ad right there, that's the Fusion 400. It's 3 leagues come together. The Oz Oval Series, Spartan Sim Racing League, both Masters and Trucks are going to take part, and then Slingshot Racing League. 3 different leagues. Oz Ovals, that's Australian Gen 3 V8s going around the NASCAR Ovals. I've participated in a couple of races. It's actually really fun. It's really hard to learn your points, though, after all that, as some of these guys are staying out.
And Tyler Cheney's one of them. Wrong call. What? Oh, wow.
Well, how far buried are these guys going to be?
Not enough.
Not enough,
Not
yeah.
enough. Oh, wow. I'd rather be on offense. Wow. Especially for Lilith Peters, man. I mean, she has the oldest tires in the field.
Cheney, Strader, Peters, Holloman, Sailors, Rouse will stay out. Rouse had the newest out of everyone.
Yeah. I like that from Rouse. I mean, he has nothing to lose. Same with Sailors. He didn't come in all that much later. That actually traps a lot more trucks a lap down who would have got the wave around. Only Nagy will get the wave around. Hayes and Barker will not. So I'm sure they're not very happy. They're pulling a Denny Hamlin at Talladega with Christopher Bell. Not very happy. If anyone knows that niche little reference. Hopefully someone does. It's definitely going to make it interesting.
This is going to be interesting.
I don't quite understand, Wesley, why you would stay out. Can you walk me through maybe why? I mean, I understand track position is important, but we saw what tires meant.
I think he was probably thinking more people were going to stay out and hoping that they can bury both Phillips and DuPont deep in the field.
If there's
20
more
they've
trucks,
only gone back to 7th or so. I think he was hoping like it would only be Phillips and DuPont that pitted.
even still, I mean, he's going to come out 12th because Clapper is a wave around, or he's a free pass, and Nagy will be a wave around. So 11th and 12th, and they'll get by the slower cars really quickly. Man, John is right. They are sitting ducks. Like, I like to be on offense. I think Tyler Rouse, that was the only call. I mean, he went long. That's perfect for Tyler Rouse. If he ends up with a top 10, this is what I think he should have done. But I mean, we're gonna find out. I mean, maybe in the chaos, they're hoping, Wesley, that the 77 and the 87 get together, right? Because this is the great equalizer, right? Who gets to traffic better? So the 87 and the 77 could go at it. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. That's not. I don't think that's up for debate. Who gets turned around first?
Between the two, Jaco Phillips, I mean, he's got 2/10 over the next fastest lap of Strader. But sitting back in traffic, I think it's going to be a little bit equalizer. DuPont's going to be able to have a good, solid run against them, especially if they get checked up going into one. And turn one's going to be a little bit chaotic.
This is going to be interesting. I mean, if there's 20 more cars or 15 more cars on this racetrack, Wesley, and there's 25 in lead lap, I 100% understand staying out. But with 13 on the lead lap, I'd
say if it's a smaller lap count, we're going to go green about 15 to go.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it in Cup Sunday. Like, Michael McDowell was probably one of the best cars. He stayed out, and the whole fresh tires went by. Sometimes it's okay. They're gonna make it exciting for us either way tonight. Jared Hayes and Jacob Barker are gonna hope for a big time wreck to get a free pass for whichever one of them will be the lucky benefactor.
That's if they stay out of it, and if a caution is called, it's got to be a majority of the field to get collected in order for a full course yellow or a yellow flag.
We might see that. It's going to be interesting. And remember, Strader, outside the first and only start of the race, he had a great restart. I think if Strader gets clear of Cheney, that could spell problems for the 77. I know he's on older tires, but he'll fight a lot harder than I think the 54 will. We're about to find out.
I'm expecting Strader to probably make the same move he did. Now, Cheney, of course, can control the restart. As soon as he sees the truck on pit road, he's allowed to launch.
Pace truck is going to pull a sharp right down pit road.
And
restart.
Right
there. 15 laps to go. Green flag in the air. Watch the 77. Watch the 87. Watch Ramsell. The tires back there already 3 wide.
I think that's Strader who put it up the middle and Rouse all the way up to the wall on exit of turn 1.
Oh my God, they're almost.
Strader's already, or not Strader, but Phillips already into 4th.
Yeah, he's going to be there, and DuPont backwards on the restart. Oh, 77 into 87 black flags. What? Do you know why? Restart procedure? Possibly an infringement. The two best trucks of the night, really, have black flags. And now this is the opportunity for the old tires. I mean, Ramsdell's still on the tires, could get there. But Cheney with the track position has to hold off Strader.
And these two, they've got the second and third fastest laps behind Phillips. They were flying up through the field whenever they could get the moves done. Strader was an absolute mean machine driving through the field. Car way off into the gravel in the background.
That's Tyler Rouse on the old tires. He'll get shipped into the gravel. Take a quick look at it before we go back to the race lead. I think he had some help. Oh, I mean, he kind of gave himself some help.
Wheel hop and a snap from tire lockup, I think.
Yeah, it was just a incidental thing there.
Change lanes before the start finish. That's what I'm thinking too, Dad.
That'll do it. That's what it looked like back there. I mean, I don't know. I didn't see him make a move, but I mean, I'm not race control and I didn't see it really. So it's crazy. Both of them did it. That's so crazy. DuPont went backwards too on the restart. The 77's not served his penalty though. He's still out in third.
He's got 3 laps to do it. Probably try to find a bit of open track to lay down some heaters, see if he can get back up to the leaders.
He might still do it. That would be something, wouldn't it, if he has a penalty, drives back to the front?
He talked about pulling an SVG type maneuver, and over the radio, he's coming in this time.
So 77 will have 13 laps with fresher tires to try and run these guys down. I don't think he has enough time, but never say never. Cheney with 13 to go. First career win on the line. I think first career win for Christian Strader as well, if I'm not mistaken, Wesley. I don't think I'm mistaken.
Let me double check that.
Yeah, let me let you double check that. But Tyler Cheney, he's got the first win in sight. And Kobe's pick looking good out front. And not looking too pressured right now. Holloman in third. Oh, as I say that, Holloman on the carousel or the S's exit, almost into the tire or into the barrier.
Yeah, it's
Strader
gonna be it's gonna be first wins for both of these gentlemen up front running 1-2.
That's gonna be exciting to see which one gets it. But man, great job through the carousel for Tyler Cheney, and I think Cheney does have a little bit fresher tires as well. I believe Strader was on the earlier side of the pit cycle when they made the green flag
about a 1 lap
stops.
difference.
I mean, that 1 lap, that's a big lap around here, so that could be the difference maker. Ramsdell up to 4th, putting the pressure on Holloman. If Ramsdell gets clear with the tires, because he did pit for tires, he could be one that could try and run down the 2 leaders. What a lap from Cheney. Wow. Big time lap. Gets out of the draft a bit. That's a big lap for Cheney.
Yeah, and Phillips, he got himself some clean open air and putting in some laps pretty decently. It's a 1:12.5 for Cheney, a 1:13.4 for Strader, and then Phillips, he set down a 1:22.0 that time by. Granted, that was also with the pit stop.
We're gonna have to find out next lap what the lap times are. But 22 seconds off the race lead, he'll need to be like, what, 3 seconds quicker. Slow down
Strader,
penalty
he's got to
PO
slow down.
It might have been.
Grass.
That might be why he's so far back. I think that would be why. Get a little bit insight there. And he is closing back down on the 54 of Tyler Cheney a little bit. So, thought a monster lap for Cheney. A good lap for Cheney, but a mistake lap for Christian Strader. 11 laps to go at the Glen. Cars in the wall off the final corner.
I was about to say, Ramsdell and Lilith Peters both trying to follow through. Holloman, he's making that truck wide through every single turn he can.
I'm shocked Ramsdell is not making a bit more time with the tires. I think it's just hard to pass here once you get single filed out.
Okay, there we go. Times this time, a 12.8 Cheney, 12.5 Strader, a 12.1 for Phillips. it might be hard, but he might be able to make it work. Already into 11th, and he's got streets not too far up the road. He might be able to get to 10th, I think, but it's going to be really hard for him to get to Cheney and Strader.
No, 7/10. No, he needs like 2 seconds a lap. That's not happening. It is the up front for the lead, unless Wentzel or other cars have something for the top two. It is the Cheney and Strader show. Unless they pull a Jimmy Johnson, Martin Truex Jr. at the Roval. Blair Holloman could squeak on in for another victory. Don't count that out. Two hungry guys up there winning their first win.
Boost moment for the 03 Ramsdale off of the final turn.
And Peters with actually some of the oldest tires on the racetrack. She's putting the pressure on her teammate.
Who's got some of the newer tires.
That's crazy. And I thought tires meant something. I mean, with the lap times you showed me with Phillips and Cheney, I don't think they mean that much. I mean, only 7/10. I mean, that's a lot, but not enough to warrant.
I actually said the exact same lap. So, yeah,
Oh,
new tires
yeah.
don't mean much, I guess, especially if you're more back in traffic.
Track might have rubbered in a bit more than that first run of the race. Tire wear gets better the longer the race goes on. That might be part of the reason, but that's shocking. To not see the fall off that I kind of expected of 10-15 laps. About the tire model that we see in real life for Cup, so I mean, not too unrealistic. But Christian Strader, man, he's about eating into a 10th that lap into Cheney's lead. We are in 10 laps to go. So Cheney, actually 9 laps to go. So Cheney, man, these are the longest 9 laps of his life.
It is. And as much as to say you don't want to be driving out of your mirror, I think that's all he's doing this time around. Just looking to see where the 07's putting the truck.
Really good S's for Cheney. Cheney does a really good job through the S's. And it seems like Strader is going to close back up through the bus stop. Everywhere else they seem pretty even. Yeah, but look at there. He just charges the bus stop. Actually lost a little bit on exit, Strader did. Maybe charged a bit too much. Trying to get too much on the entrance of the corner for Strader. Lost a few tenths. Good carousel for the 07. Down to...
This corner, Strader seems to be a lot more confident on the brake. Gains 0.2 of a second through it. But then I think Cheney's got a better exit out of the final turn.
I'd rather have that than that corner. I'd rather be faster where Cheney is than where Strader is, for sure. The exits of these very important corners. Let's see how he is on the exit of 1. He just really arcs it great. Gets all the racetrack you can possibly use. And he has a really good job through the S's. This is really where he's better than the 07. He's fast through the S's. Mistake-free. Fast. Calculated. Really good S's there.
And you know what this reminds me of, Gage?
What would that be?
So, big name Cup driver who got his first career win at Watkins Glen. Who is it?
Chase Elliott?
This is what it's kind of reminding me of. The two front trucks right now, they're better in the two opposite ends of the track. And both of them actually looking for their first win as well. So, kind of reminded me of that race where it was Elliott versus Truex. Now, there's no fuel mileage, I think. Well, there might actually be a slight
look at the gap.
To be in
Strader just cut in a lot. I mean, this was a 9/10 of a second, 8/10 of a second gap. He hits the curb there on exit, though. I feel like that's gonna hurt it.
Really sideways.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt the exit down the front stretch. Probably lost 2/10 because of that. And this is, you're right, Wesley. I love this track when we get to the nitty gritty, and it's race time at the end of this. You're seeing the different approaches through turns 1. I think Cheney's approach is a little better, actually. Look at that, he just pulls a lot. And if it wasn't for the draft, I think he'd lose even more with Strader. That time it was a lot better for Strader through there. He's gonna gain down the back straightaway. Look at that, he just charges into the bus stop a lot harder. And he maintains through that. So if he can keep doing that. Oh, Cheney went a little wide. Trying to get
cut
too much
back
out
down
of
on
it.
exit.
Yeah, but he lost
Those
time.
Strader
on the end.
still good overall carousel.
And this is where he seemed to be really much a lot better on the racetrack through turn 6 and 7. Strader with a little bobble though. After the blinking Tyler Cheney, that might have been part of the reason. A little bit wider entrance for Cheney. He missed the bottom. Strader off the run down the
Strader
front
with the
stretch.
momentum. Not going to be done into turn 1. Maybe
No.
get him a little spooked, though. And off his
He needs to calm
line.
down. He's doing everything right. He's fast enough to hold him off. He just needs to calm down. Let's have a good S's here. Let's have a decent bus. He just has to make no mistakes, Wesley. If Tyler Cheney can run 6 more laps mistake-free, he will win at Watkins Glen.
Strader, though, good S's that time around.
Watch the bus stop. This is where he's been really good. Not as good. Lap truck of
Oh,
Noah
and
Walters.
Walter's right there on the entrance to the carousel. That's a bad timing to catch him.
It really is. I don't think it hurt either of them, really. Might have actually hurt Cheney more. Another great exit of the carousel for Christian Strader. He's really good through 6. Through 7, though, Cheney looks to be consistently better. He will not miss the bottom this time. 2/10 is all that separates him with 5 laps to go. A run down the front stretch for Strader. Does he peek inside?
He's going to
he
do
does,
it. He's going
late.
to cover him off.
Almost contact into one. Cheney covers it. And Cheney needs to pull away a little bit on the S's here. I think that's a better angle. Strader slips up. Oh, he's slipping up a lot through the S's. Good S's for Tyler Cheney. That's a lot of breathing room. That's much needed breathing room for Cheney. 4.5 laps to go through the bus stop.
That's
I like
a
Cheney.
very
He's
good bust stop from Cheney.
Yeah, it really is. But he needs to stop doing that. He cannot keep doing that. I think that wide entrance is actually worse. Because look at Strader. Gets these drives off anyways, and he loses time on entrance. We need to stop doing that. Keep it tighter. Walter's getting passed by the cars back there of Holloman, Peters, and Johnston. Ramsdale has fallen to 7th. I think he's had an issue, but we've been too focused on the battle up front. Oh, almost contact. Thought he was getting into him, but that's going to hurt the drive off. 4 to go. Cheney, just another good turn 1 and another good S's. Strader a lot tighter. They're going to come up on a lap car of Andrew Nagy here in just a moment. That could be beneficial or hurtful for either driver. Great S's there, Wesley. Amazing S's for Cheney.
Yeah,
Biggest gap we've
back
seen.
up to half a second.
Watch it through the bus stop. I mean, I think if you're Cheney, just don't overdrive this. You know he's better through here. Still don't like that wide entrance he does. I think he's giving up all the time he gains through the S's through there. That time really good, though. That wasn't bad. Oh, he just loses too much on the drive off. Needs to be tighter there. That's the only part of the track where Cheney, I think, has an actual weakness where he's making the mistake. Oh, Strader just made a mistake, a little wide there. Coming back to 3 laps to go. And Andrew Nagy, where he places his truck, could really determine the outcome of this race.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to catch him maybe up through the S's on exit, possibly. Strader not going to think of move, not close enough this time
That was
into
a good
turn one.
That was a really good turn 1. Strader slipped up into turn 1 entrance, slid the rears a little bit. He'll lose a 10th already. This could be a big lap. And with the draft from Andrew Nagy that Tyler Cheney will get, that could really help the 54's cause. He's going to tell him, get out of the way, though. This is a really bad spot on the racetrack to catch him. Oh, my
Into
God.
the bus stop.
Terrible spot to catch him.
Nagy gets
Nagy
out of the
will
way
get out
through
of
the
the way.
carousel.
Yeah, the damage is done, though. He had a
He's
great
still racing
S's.
around the outside.
He crossed over the 54. What are we doing? I just don't understand that. He's going to hurt the 07 though here. He should fight the 07 just as hard.
And he is. He's still to the end. No, he backs out of it there.
Yeah, I don't quite. Oh, wow. Strader had a big moment off the exit. 2 laps to go.
To answer your question, Sophie, yes, it'd still be a good points haul for Blair finishing on third.
He might be the championship points haul. We're not quite sure because we can't do math up here.
Well, I don't know about all the bonus points that are going to be added to it.
I was just joking. We can do math. Either way, Tyler Cheney, another great S's, but this time Strader inches closer down the back straightaway. A lap and a half to go at Watkins Glen. One of these guys will be the first time winner in SSRL Appalachian Chillbilly Truck Series. Which one will it be though? Through the carousel, this is where Strader has been much better. Cheney with a good drive off. They're even off the carousel. The edge to Strader by a nose, maybe. Good through turn 6 is what Cheney needs. Don't get spooked. 07 goes wide. Don't play defensive. Coming on to 1 lap to go. Slides the rear tires to Tyler Cheney. Run on the front stretch for Strader. 1 lap to go at Watkins Glen. He'll peek to the inside. He's not quite there. Late on the brakes for Cheney. Great drive into 1. Pull away through the S's. Cheney through the final first 3 corners. Good. Can he make it through the bus stop? That's where Strader's made a lot of headway. If he gets through the bus stop in the carousel, I think he'll be okay. Down through the final time through the bus stop. A better bus stop for Cheney, Wesley. Get this drive off the carousel, and it's all clean, kid. Good drive, tight exit. 3/10 the gap. It's closing, though. Strader with the runoff. 6 has been the best corner for the 07. Can he close the gap? Big send into 6. He has to lift off the throttle. 2/10 into the final corner. He's sideways. Can't get there to 54's bumper. And Tyler Cheney, first career win at SSRL. It comes to Watkins Glen. Tyler Cheney finally picks up the win. Holds off a hard charging Christian Strader. Winner in SSRL, Tyler Cheney. Been a season of hard work for the 70s, or excuse me, the 54. Blair Holloman comes home third. Great run for Blair. Big points haul. Might be wrapping up the title at least next week for sure, I would assume. Wow. Tyler Cheney, what a drive. 7/10 clear at the checkered. Strader had a big slide off the final corner. No crack in the armor tonight for the 54. Chat congratulating him. What a race that was at the end there for Tyler Cheney. He's going to enjoy this one. Probably the best place to soak it all in, too. That long lap back to the front straightaway. What a race, Wesley. I know you're excited for him.
Dude, the dude has worked so hard, and he's been trying to get that win for the whole season. And I'll tell you this, he also says he's not good at road courses, and everybody tries to tell him is. He's had people that are like supreme on road courses with GT and touring cars telling him that he's good. So you know what, buddy? Burn it down. Go celebrate. I know he's got his friends and families all out there. They're probably finally cheering. And dude's emotional right now. He came on the radio after everybody congratulated him. I could hear tears in his eyes.
It's a lot of hard work, Wesley. It might not be the real thing, but these guys put a ton of hours and a ton of work into doing this right here, putting it down in victory lane. Tyler Cheney, the winner at Watkins Glen, and he's going to burn it down for that first career win in the SSRL Appalachian Chillbilly Truck Series in the McConey Setup Shop 54 Toyota Tundra. What a race, Wesley. I know he's emotional. We're definitely going to get to our top 3 finishers after our commercial break and the rest of the results. Congrats to Tyler Cheney. We'll be right back.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Welcome back, everyone, to the unofficial results here at Watkins Glen. Tyler Cheney, you're seeing a lot of congrats in the chat tonight, in the fellow drivers. He gets the first checkered flag of his career. Christian Strader, a great run in second. Hats off to him. Would have been a great story to see him in victory lane tonight too. Unfortunately for him, the storybook running down, and I mean a great drive from him either way. I mean, spinning out lap 1 to P2 is amazing. Blair Holloman in 3rd. Lilith Peters in the top 5, Garrett Johnson's 5th, Sailors 6th, Jaco Phillips rallies from that late race penalty for 7th, Ramsdale 8th, Noel Knight, and Robert Lewis rounding out the top 10. Of Wesley, if you do want to take the rest of the finishing order.
Going through to 11th place, you have Garrett Streets. 12th is going to be Andrew Nagy. 13th, Jacob Barker. 14th, Jared Hayes. 15th, Tyler Rouse. 16th, Noah Walters. 17th, Joseph DuPont. Got that penalty along with the 77 of O. Phillips. Could not rebound from it. I think he actually ended up spinning out towards the end. 18th, we have Colton Gardner. 19th, James Staples. 20th, Kyle Westwood.
Let's go ahead and get our 3rd place finisher in here, Blair Holloman. Blair, my man, do you got a copy?
I got you. How you doing?
Well, I'm doing good, my man. You were my pick to win tonight. You didn't quite do that, but a great points night, and it's got to be pretty close to you locking up this title a few weeks early. We couldn't quite do the math, but we're thinking definitely next week is probably a locked. Just talk me through it, man. You've had a great year, and just another solid run tonight on the bottom step of the podium.
It's been one hell of a season so far. Tonight, I kind of went conservative and picked a tighter setup, thinking that pretty much I just wanted to drive to survive. I learned in practice I had no pace to be up there for a win. Jake was lights out, and then Christian and Tyler also in their own league, so I was pretty much just field feeling, so to say. Qualifying was just that lightning lap. How much speed can you carry out this final corner down that straightaway and play the game of chicken to turn 1? That was pretty much what got me up front. But it was a good run. I only got a couple incidences. I ran off of the track, off the carousel a couple times, and I had one really rough bus stop where I thought I was actually going to lose the truck, but thankfully it was just touch grass. I was like, all right, cool. I'll touch the grass. I didn't Sheldon Creed it, so I'll take that. But yeah, it was a really, really good race. Tyler, got the monkey off his back. I'm happy to see it. He had to earn that. I was able to see a little bit of the battle between him and Christian with the TV off in the corner. I was able to glance down the straightaways, and Tyler was defending really well. I'm glad to see it.
Yeah, Tyler had like a storybook finish there, holding off the 07 Upstraighter. Yeah, I mean, you're right, man. I don't think you had the pace. I mean, the 77, there wasn't a yellow, was probably gonna lap up to like 6th. He was flying tonight, but I mean, you had a pretty good car tonight, and I mean, you capitalized. You didn't make mistakes tonight like those other guys did, and you come home 3rd. But you know, all in all, a good night. And Wesley, if you got further more to add here for Blair.
No, Blair, it was just a solid night all night long. And I mean, we had some goofy moments in the chat, but Sophie, always watching, was cheering you on the whole way. And like you said, just playing it conservative, I think probably the best thing to do on a road course.
Oh, yeah, definitely it was best to be conservative. When there was faster trucks like really close to me, it was just let them go. Like DuPont early in the race, sad to see Packard lost out later in, but he was faster than me, and I let him go. I saw Tyler was quicker than me going toward the bus stop, and I was just like, let him go. It's one of those nights where you just want the points. You really don't want to get wrecked, so it's like, do everything you can to avoid it. I didn't mind if I was going to finish 3rd this evening or 10th. I just wanted to keep all 4 wheels underneath it and the truck rolling. That was the game plan. So it was just any chance I had to let the faster truck go by when they were actually faster. It's like, all right, let them go and just keep on trucking along.
Well, keep on trucking along, you did. And like Gage said, we were up here trying to do some quick math. If you didn't clinch the title tonight, it's definitely going to be close. You basically just have to start next week and you got it. But overall, a very good season, a very good race for you. Before we let you go on the night, though, anybody you want to shout out and give thanks to?
I got a couple shout outs I want to give. Jordan finished 6th. Now that's awesome. Last time we went to a road course in this league with me and him, I watched his truck get tore all to pieces. So I'm very happy to see him get a top 10, and he did it on pace. It wasn't no gimmicks, no nothing. He earned that one. I'm glad to see it. My dad's watching. Hopefully he was entertained. I know the 2 leaders put on a hell of a battle there for the final 10 laps, so I think that was pretty cool to see, at least the parts I was able to. Of course, Sophie. She's a little cheerleader. I can kind of tell. So I look at the broadcast and I can see the comments to the right, and it's like I can't really see the names, but I can see like the photos going down. So like I know when the one team member for the one team's commenting, and then I can see when Soph is and when other people are. So I see her popping up a few times. So hopefully she was entertained. But yeah, I want to give thanks to you guys for the broadcast. Of course, the plethora of fuges that make this league happen. I don't know if we clinched it or not. There's still some battles I would like to get done. That tournament ends next week. If Heath beats me, if I beat him, we go to another race because it's a double elimination. He's already beat me once. So let's see. I haven't ran Dover, and you can check the sim standings. Sim Racer Hub shows it. I haven't raced Dover since November of 2023. So we're in for a treat. We'll see what happens.
And actually, Blair, I think you already beat Snyder, so this is the final race coming up next week no matter what. Whoever wins it, wins it.
Let's see what happens.
Well, Blair, I hope you have a great...
Indeed.
Sorry. Well, Blair, I hope you have a great rest of your evening, man. Good job on the podium run. And hope to see you up here probably next week when we know for sure if you've clinched that title, man. You have a great evening.
Thank you, guys. We'll maybe pull out another paint scheme for you guys. I might let my buddy Rob paint something different this time around. Let him have some creative freedom and see what we bring to Dover.
Well, that will be exciting to see, Blair. I hope you have a great rest of your evening, and I'm excited to see this special paint scheme for Dover.
Thank you, guys. I'll catch you.
Catch you. That is P3, everyone. Blair Hallman. Let's go ahead and get Christian Strader up into the booth, my man. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you guys. How you doing?
I'm doing good, my man. And what a topsy-turvy race from you, my man. You take the lead on lap 1. In the spin in turn 6, unfortunately, just cold tires caught you off. And then the drive back through the field, and then the caution comes out for the incident limit, and then we have a restart. The 2 cars were probably the best on fresh tires, have penalties for restart line violations, and you and Cheney had just a amazing battle to the end, my man. Just talk me through those last 10-15 laps.
Yeah, man. I mean, for the most part, it's kind of like a little bit of a blur. I was pretty just focused in on hitting lines and trying to make sure. I mean, the big thing for me is just a big shout out to Tyler. I mean, he drove a great race. He didn't mess up a single. I mean, he didn't make a single mistake the entirety of like the end of that race. And anytime I got to his bumper or tried anything, or just showed the nose a little bit. I mean, he didn't miss a braking zone. He didn't miss a single line. So that was a big part of it. I really thought I honestly thought I had the car once we kind of got through there. I saw the 77 got a penalty, and I just didn't realize, like, I didn't know that he had that kind of pace at the time, and probably should have jumped on it a little bit earlier in the run, trying to get that, because I mean, track position of course matters, and he didn't really make any mistakes, so it gets kind of hard. I mean, when the guy in front of you is running about the same pace and not making a single mistake, not getting out of groove, it makes it hard to pass. And I mean, you start just using up a little extra tire, trying to drive it in a little bit deeper. And he did a really good job of making sure that, hey, I'm gonna save my stuff, I'm gonna make him use his stuff, and just try to go ahead and go from there. I mean, I thought it was a great race. I really do.
Yeah, those last like 10, 15 laps were pure excitement. We were on the edge of our seats wondering if you could get by him or if he could hold you off. It was a really fun finish, and I think everyone in chat, and I'm sure you and everyone on the track were on pins and needles. But I mean, it's still a great night for yourself. Don't get the checkered flag, unfortunately, for yourself, but you do end up P2. So all in all, still a good night from the Lockridge Motorsport guys.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely happy to get P2, especially after spinning out in lap 1. I mean, that really sets you back and makes it kind of difficult to try to come back from. So I really think that probably is what definitely did me in. I definitely think that it still would have been a race between me and Tyler or Jake or whoever if I didn't spin lap 1. But I really feel like that you set yourself back that far, and it kind of hurts your chances for doing anything in the race there.
Yeah, it hurt your chances, but you rallied and you had some good strategy calls, and you had put yourself in a position to win late. Unfortunately, don't get quite there. But Wesley, if you got further more to add here for Christian in his runner-up finish tonight.
No, and I really want to go back to lap 1, turn 1 there, L1, T1, as I know a lot of people tend to call it, where everybody thinks they can win the race. What an absolute move off the start, sending it around the outside and just taking the lead by force. I was watching practices, I was watching races both last night with the Masters, and then also peeking in as a couple of my friends ran open races or fixed races throughout the week. Nobody had done that before. It was whoever was the leader took the lead, and then they kind of just drove off. But you kind of showed, hey, if you get the jump, you can do it, and you can force it away from them, make them drive up and get around you the hard way.
Yeah, so I actually prefer, like, I actually think that the outside's a little bit better to have there. I mean, if you got a good jump on the inside, it's nice to have the inside of the corner there. But I mean, I got a good jump, and I really feel like if you get in there side by side with somebody, you can kind of keep them to the inside, keep them on the curb, and then, I mean, obviously we don't have the rules of current NASCAR with the tire barriers and everything out there, so there's a ton of runoff, and you can kind of just use up that space. I mean, the guy to the inside doesn't really know what you're going to do, whether you're going to hold it tight or if you're going to use up that space. So I mean, just kind of pinch them a little bit in the middle and then use up all that racetrack. I mean, I kind of watched I watched it on Sunday. I think it was a Saturday or Sunday, but watched one of the guys do it on the restart and just kind of pin somebody into that curb there. I mean, it upsets the car a little bit, and I mean, I thought it was a good. It mostly comes down to getting a good jump. But luckily, it was the initial start of the race, so I mean, you go on green, and it makes it a little bit easier than any of the restarts.
Well, it makes it a little better than any restart. Either way, you still did an absolute power move, and then as Gage said there, that spin into, well, he calls it 6, I call it 7. I count the bus stop. Not everyone does. Gage, be quiet.
Hey,
I count the bus stop in turns. Not everyone does, but just the drive back up through the field, we were watching the whole way around, and then whenever the pit cycle happened, you did kind of get hung up just a little bit behind both Peters and Holloman there.
Oh yeah, I mean, once you get to the top half of the field, it definitely starts to get a little bit more challenging. I mean, everybody's a good driver over here, but you get into that top half, and I mean, those people aren't going to miss lines. They're gonna start to be a little bit quicker. They're gonna be a little bit better in the braking zones, and the big ones exit corners. A lot of people kind of forget about that part when you come to road courses, and you want to get hard in the brakes and deep in the braking zone. But a lot of it really comes down to making sure that you set yourself up for these long straightaways at Watkins Glen, and I think that part, the top half of the field had a pretty good handle on. So it makes it a little bit harder to get to them and try to use your brakes and outbrake them in the corners. So they did a really good job. I really think that everybody did a pretty good job around here. I mean, you guys are doing a little bit better than me on the turn numbers. Once we get past turn 1, maybe turn 2, I kind of run out of the numbers. I don't know the rest of them. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's as far as I get in your numbers.
Well, if it wasn't for Sunday,
Turn
there's
1 through,
no
then
way.
the S's and the bus
No
stop,
way I
the
can
carousel, then the final runs. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. That one's just the left-hander at the end of the racetrack to me.
Well, man, before we let you go with a great P2 finish, any shout outs and thanks you want to give to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, of course. I just want to say, we love having you guys in the booth. We really appreciate you guys coming out and putting everything on for us. Big shout out to Dave for putting everything together over here at SSRL. I mean, he did a really good job. Kevin up in the race control, and then everybody at DLM, Devin. I mean, he puts together really good trucks for us every week. Puts a lot of time and effort into it, and honestly, I wouldn't be doing open races without him. I don't know a single thing about putting together a race car. So without him, he's the one that makes the wheels go around over here.
Yeah, he also came in the chat, said your truck was probably the truck he worked on the most coming into today.
Oh, well, hey, that's a good thing. I appreciate it, Devin. I mean, it's, at least I was able to come away with something decent and show that he put in a good effort there, and got us a fast truck today.
Well, he gave you the fast truck P2 finish, and great way to end it. Have a good rest of your day there, Christian.
Yeah, y'all have a good night, and hopefully I'll be talking to you maybe next week or sometime soon again.
And we hope to see you back up here.
That is P2, everyone. Christian Strader. And I know, Wesley, this is your boy, so I know you want to talk to him about this, so go ahead.
Tyler, it's Wesley engaged up in the booth. You got a copy, my man?
Guys! Oh.
Brother, you finally did it.
Oh,
and he's gone. Just like that.
The excitement got to him.
Moved up and why is he in the? I can't move him out of that. Well,
TBD.
We had him here, but
misclick.
Yeah, no.
I don't think we can go in there, can we?
I misclicked. I can't see it to rejoin. Can y'all move me back in? Okay.
Okay. There we go. Now he's back. Something happened there.
I partied too hard.
You know what, Tyler? I think you deserve to party as hard as you want tonight. We've been waiting so long for this. I mean, you say you've been inching closer and closer, and I don't think anybody probably deserves the first career win the way that you did tonight. You were a top 5 truck all the way around. And Tyler, I hate to say it, you cannot say you're bad at road courses.
That's the first thing that came to mind. I was like, I just told Wesley that I'm bad at road courses and I only win off luck. I concede, okay? I am good at right turns. Well,
like I said, you had a top 5 truck all night in that ending battle. And I know we have one friend that's gonna be glad to hear this. You raced like Chase Elliott did in his first win. It was a battle between the halves of the track. It was close between you and Strader. He had the better run through the last half. You had great runs up through the S's though, and just able to hold him off through the bus stop, through the carousel, through turns 7 and 8. Just an absolute amazing truck all around.
You know, I said last week was the best truck I've driven, but tonight might have topped that. We went back-to-back weeks on just amazing trucks. I don't even know what to say, y'all. Like, I'm trying to be all professional here, but I can't even like get the words up. I don't know where to start. It was a crazy race from start to finish. I was a little upset at the start of the race because I was stuck behind the 01 for what felt like forever. I knew I had a good truck, couldn't get by her, finally got by her, started picking them off. Green flag stops happened. Freaking drove past DuPont there, got to second, and then boom, caution. I was freaking exhilarated at that because I actually forgot we were getting a caution. I was in my head thinking we were running the green the whole way. So got the caution, and then the 77 got a black flag, and I was like, well, shit, now I just got to drive the truck. And damn it, I went out there and drove that truck straight to victory lane.
You drove it straight to victory lane, but the caution was another thing. I thought somebody might have gambled to stay out, and I'm pretty sure as soon as you saw both Phillips and DuPont in front of you go in, you're like, no, track position is going to reign king. But only 5 of you stayed out, so they weren't too far back from you, and we thought, oh, this might be over. They're going to get there.
Yeah, no, definitely. Jake was by far the fastest truck of the night. I raced with him in the Maconi event the other day in the ARCA cars here, and he ended up winning that one by some large margin. So he knows this place like the back of his hand, no matter what you put him in, but he just got unlucky with the pit road call. But yeah, I think after that restart, he had driven up to like third, like from wherever he was in like 7th or 8th to third in like half a lap, if that. So I was like, yeah, he 100% would have gotten to us if he didn't have to pit. He was only like a second behind me when he went down.
He got to 4th and 1 turn, Tyler.
Good God. Yeah, that man was lights out tonight. I hate it for him. I really do. But, I mean, for once in my life, I feel like the odds swung in my favor on that one.
Well, odds swung in your favor. I really got nothing to say. I couldn't watch the last 2 laps, and I was silent. But Gage was carrying everything for those final three or so laps because I just had to stay quiet. I looked like what you did at Talladega trying to see if Jesse Love won.
Hey, Gage, I hope that call was good. I'm going to go back and watch it.
I was about to say, I hope I did a good job. I think I did okay. We got lost in the sauce.
I know this one's pretty good.
For like the first 20 laps about pop or whatever, but you know, we locked in once the pit cycle started. But yeah, I mean, I had a lot of fun watching that last 10 laps, and like it was super fun to watch you hold him off, and that's what makes road course racing great. Just no mistakes and guys just pushing it to the limits, and it was fun to watch you, man. I hope I see more of that from you though. We got a few more races left. There's a few more checkered flags up in hand that you could go ahead and get.
100%. A couple of tracks that I know I'm fairly decent at coming up. Nashville got my first ever league win there. I know Michigan is one of them. I always felt pretty good there as well. So a couple of good ones coming up. We're going to keep our fingers crossed.
Without a doubt, my man. I hope you do well. Michigan that's a great racetrack too. And you were doing pretty good last time we were in Michigan before, I think, a flip last lap, if I remember right.
Yeah, both Michigan races actually. The first one, like middle of the year, first 10 races, I got right hooked up into the outside wall, went flying through the air. And this most recent one was the Legacy Michigan, where I had the airborne, everybody made a meme out of it, last lap flip. So we're going to try not to do that this time. We're going to keep the wheels on the ground.
Well, you kept the wheels on the ground tonight, my man. And you had, I think I did an okay job calling the finish. I hope I probably could have done a few things better, but I had a lot of fun calling it. I know Wesley was on pins and needles over there cheering for you, and it's fun to see you win, my man. First wins are probably the best and sweetest. Hopefully one of many, but sponsors and shout outs before I let you go, Tyler.
Freaking, I got a long list, and I'm gonna sit here and say every single one from the very start. First things first, my dad. I say it every time I'm up in here, but I truly mean it. This man supports me through thick and thin, win or loss, freaking wrecking, driving through cars, passing cars, whatever it may be. That man is in my corner, and I really appreciate it. And fun fact, he's a huge Connor Zillage fan, so I hope I made him proud looking exactly like his man out there tonight. I've been waiting to say that, but I really appreciate it and everything he does. Of course, everybody in my family supports me, all of my friends that support me. huge shout out to Michael Tucker. I had him in my ear those last 15 laps, kind of coaching me through it, and he's coached me the whole season just about from Phoenix way early in the year to this point. So huge shout out to him. Love him and appreciate him for that. He's a lot of the reason I'm where I'm at now. Blue Ridge Racing and Smoky Mountain Racing, huge shout outs to them. They gave me my start here in this league. I actually ran for Blue Ridge for about half the season before I switched teams. They have done wonders for me. Everything that they got, they pretty much got my foot in the door, and then Michael kind of took over and got me the rest of the way. But they got me started, so I really appreciate them. And then of course my teams that I race for, Hostile Intent Racing, Team Extreme, and everything they do off the track, I can't appreciate enough. My sponsors, McConey Setup Shop, McConey Entertainment, Chassis Tucker Realtor, Dubby, Off Axis Paint, just everybody who has done anything or said anything or has just straight up supported me to this point. I really can't thank them enough. The love goes around. There's not enough to spread. I can go on all day long. You guys put on a great show every week with the commentating engage. I love going back and watching your calls. Wesley, you do a great job with trucks and masters. And Dave and Kyle and Chris and all them that monitor and sorry, I'm getting choked up. Good Lord. All the admins and stuff that do the like race officiating, they do a great job as well. So I'm very happy to be a part of this wonderful group. And like you said, Gage, first of many, hopefully fingers crossed for that one. We're going to finish the season out strong. And then next year we're going to come back and do it again.
Without a doubt, my man. I hope you have a great rest of your evening, man. Don't party too hard. We got work in the morning or whatever your schedule implies. So I hope you have a great rest of your night, my man. Great job of the win. Like you said, first of many. Have a good night, buddy.
Have a good one, y'all.
And Wesley, that is Tyler Cheney's first win of his career here in the SSRL Appalachian Chillbilly Truck Series. I know we're supposed to be, unbiased up here in the booth. I try to be, but I mean, I know he's your good buddy, and that meant a lot to you. Because all the hard work he puts in. It's a lot of hard work, man. Like this stuff's not easy. It's not easy to win at all. It can when you are winning, it seems like it's so easy, but then it stops, and if you've never gotten to that point, it's really hard to get there, and you finally got there. So I think it will be a first of many. I think when you get that first one done, it just everything falls into place, and the pressure doesn't build as much. So I mean, he's gonna be a threat these next few weeks.
Yeah, and hopefully that momentum builds for him. And again, we try to be unbiased. Of course, I've got teammates in here. I've got friends in here. It's hard for me to stay completely 100% unbiased, as hard as I might try.
And you got family in here.
I've got yeah, you're right. I've got family in here. But I mean, he's been working hard, and you heard it anytime he was up in the booth, whether it was second or third. He's been dying for it. He's been searching for it. He's been working towards it, and it finally came to fruition tonight.
Yeah, I've raced with him a little bit on the open races. When I touched the iRacing and open race, he's a fun guy to race with. Pretty clean kid. You can tell he works really hard for it. I'm not that he's a kid. He's probably older than me, actually. So I don't even know why I'm calling him that. But he works really hard for it, and it's good to see that. And Christian Strader too. I mean he could have shipped him a few times there, and not in like a terrible way. He could have done it, and he raced him clean. It was a really fun finish. Hope I called it well. I hope everyone in the chat enjoyed our first 20 laps of Mid-Ohio or Midwest talk or whatever was going on the first 20. And then the crazy fun finish to the last 15 laps that we all enjoyed. I know me and Wesley enjoyed it up in the booth. Like and subscribe to the channel. Kobe does an amazing job behind the scenes. I mean, you see it. Look at these graphic packages he puts together. He does such a good job. So subscribe to the channel, like and subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. All the YouTube mumbo jumbo. We thank you for you joining us tonight. We have 3 races left in this season. We'll see if Blair Holloman is your champion next week. Tune into Dover. We got that in-season challenge to finish up too next week. So a lot of storylines still to go for these next 3 weeks. So thank you all for joining, and have a good night.